In this video, we're going to talk about the importance of recognizing what you truly want and how to achieve it efficiently. We ask you to consider returning the energy shared in these videos through PayPal or Patreon to unlock flow for yourself and so that we can continue sharing the source truth and guidance. More empowerment and clarity to you. If you really know what you want, then accomplishing that will almost take care of itself. If you can recognize things in life that you find to be truly important and valuable, if that should be happiness or truth or freedom, let's say that you truly want to achieve highest frequency. You want to be able to recognize the truth for what it is. You don't want to live in any misconceptions and illusions anymore, because you truly recognize the value of being free. You recognize that there is a certain levels of empowerment coming with the freedom and the clarity and the truth. And if all these things are the things that matter the most to you, then you will have a very effortless time in achieving these levels of frequency. So to what degree do you truly want this? To what degree do you need it? And if we could call the combination of these things, happiness, freedom, clarity, if we could call those things one thing, that is one realm that you are trying to experience to the fullest capacity, then you could also potentially have another realm, a conflicting realm besides this one that you are also trying to experience. And it could be a realm of partying every week, of judgment and status, and so on and so on. And if both of these realms have equal value to you, then you're going to have a problem in having any significant achievement within any of them. But if one of them holds much more value than the other, let's say that you want to reach highest frequency, but you also want to party every week, then the partying is naturally going to become something that you don't care about anymore, because the value of the freedom and the highest frequency is so much greater than partying. And understand that I mean many other potential things than partying. It could be any type of unbeneficial behavior. So what is it that you truly want? What is it that you need? Do you essentially have the need for one thing in life? Freedom, clarity, highest frequency? Or do you have the need for another thing also that is taking away from the progress that you potentially could have in experiencing this realm of highest frequency? And whenever you discovered that there is a truth to life, you had at that moment started building a realm, recognizing certain things that was important for you to experience. You started building a realm of clarity, freedom, happiness. And you still didn't have such a good grasp of what happiness was, or to what extent you could recognize the truth in all things, or what freedom really is. But you had started dreaming about a life that you want to experience. And when you have an idea of what you care about, what you want to experience, when you see it and you feel it and you can almost touch it, then you are gradually stepping into that realm. So let's say that that realm was of truth, highest frequency, clarity, freedom, empowerment, understanding of how all things work. Then you are slowly taking that realm in, and it is becoming the experience that you have. But are you making sure to increase your understanding of what you are really reaching for? Are you adding to your dream? Because as you go through your day, you might recognize different areas of maturity. And are you then adding those types of maturity to your dream? Because how could you potentially step into a realm that you haven't created? How could you potentially achieve something so great without even having created that thing as a potential for yourself? So right now you could become aware of what you are working towards. What are you dreaming about? What are you aiming to achieve? But how well do you know that dream? How well do you know that realm? And yeah, sure, you can use your intent on 9/11. But if you efficiently want to have a phenomenal accomplishment within all essential aspects of what it takes to be in highest frequency, you would achieve it much sooner by becoming fully aware of those aspects and why you value them so much and what they look like. What is maturity? What is maturity in that or that scenario? Is that something you could add to your realm? The realm that you are going to align with and experience. Just understand that nothing is going to happen by accident here. It is you who is responsible for your game, and whatever you achieve will be thanks to you. And whatever you achieve will be thanks to the work you have done. So what are you working towards? You're working towards an idea that you can see in your mind's eye. It's a realm built up of all sorts of things you find valuable. And yeah, in the core of that realm you have 9/11, freedom, happiness. But you might be sabotaging your own game if you don't recognize what those things really mean. You might be presented with work that is going to let you step truly into that realm, but you don't even recognize the work. So what I'm saying here is keep building on your understanding of what this ultimate achievement of yours looks like. Don't believe that anything is going to happen accidentally. Take full responsibility for what you are working towards. Figure out who you want to be. Figure out what you want your life experience to be like. What achievements are you going to have? And with certain achievements you will have a very easy access to other achievements too. So be willing to put them in there. Be willing to recognize them if they should benefit you. And most importantly, just understand that you are working towards something, and it is up to you to figure out what you are working towards. So if you don't have so much clarity yet about what you are working towards, then of course start small. Start simple. Do you want to experience highest frequency, 9/11? Do you want to be happy? Well, then those things can be what you start dreaming about right now. Those can be the things that you work towards. And now you realize that you want to experience freedom. Well, what does that mean? Well, to not be trapped in the matrix anymore. To be free from the matrix. Well, then you put that in there. If you could experience that realm that you now are intending to experience, happiness, freedom, then you would be free. But how powerful is your intent now really towards those things that you don't really have much clarity about what means? You're reaching for freedom. You're intending for freedom from the matrix. But you might not even recognize the work that presents itself for you to be able to be free from the matrix. So what I'm saying here is that it's going to be a journey. It's going to take some time because there are many different types of work necessary for you to be free from the matrix or for you to be happy. And if you along the way can recognize that here is an area of life where I can be free, then you choose to let that area of life be a part of this realm that you want to experience. And as you discover some areas of what maturity is, then you let that be a part of the realm that you want to experience. And now as the days go by, you discover more and more areas of empowerment that you find truly valuable. So then you let those be a part of the realm that you want to experience. Because you might not be able to overcome everything on the go. You might not be able to perform at that level of maturity that you now just discovered and recognized as important aspects of highest frequency. But you started dreaming about it. You let it be a part of this ultimate realm that you are gradually stepping into. So will there ever come a time where you stop dreaming, you stop reaching for more, you stop adding to the realm that you want to experience? No, that work will potentially go on forever, but as the days go by, you achieve more and more of these things that you have put into that realm. And you will grow every day because you have something to grow towards. You have chosen what you want to achieve, an experience. And you will step into it more and more every day. And as you do that, you will recognize more areas of life that you find important and necessary and valuable. And you will put those into that realm. And your universe, your realm, will be higher and higher frequency every day, as you have something so great to reach for and work towards. And eventually you will experience highest frequency. So what do you want? Essentially you have two choices: empowerment and freedom and clarity and happiness, or a poor version of those things, something distant from it. And in that distant version of it, you could have partying every week, or being emotional and extreme and judgmental and fearful, in lack of control. And there's nothing wrong with that. If that is the life you want to have, then it's going to be very difficult for you to dream about the highest frequency. You're going to be dreaming about drinking in the weekends and being emotional and upset. And of course we could say that it wouldn't have to be drinking in the weekends. It could be any other thing in the entire world that is not of the journey towards the highest frequency. But if you recognize that you want to know the truth, you want to be to the greatest of your capacity who you truly are, as a source, neutral, powerful, in clarity, completely free, then reach for that and keep building on this thing you are reaching for. At maturity, when you figure out that maturity is important to you, that it's something you need, something you truly want, and when you discover that gratitude is important to you, then you put that in there also. And then that will be something you experience. So I'm just saying that your intent needed to be set on something. You need to pick and choose some consciousness that is going to be your subconscious, which is what you are going to experience. And if you don't have anything in your horizon, in your dreams, if there is no realm, well, then there is probably another realm. You're always going to have an experience, no matter what. But the better of a job you can do in making a conscious decision on what you want to experience and recognize what you truly care about, the more efficiently you can achieve that, instead of walking around blindfolded and just seeing what happens. So know what you want, know what you need, know what is important to you. If you have benefited from this content, consider returning the energy through PayPal or Patreon. You get out of this whatever you put in. More empowerment and clarity to you. Thank you.